Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Let me turn my camera so everybody can see me. I can see you, you can see me. Everybody okay. Okay, so tonight I'm doing something different. Um, it's June already. That means half the year is gone. I'm checking in to see how you all are doing. Hi, Marcy Touch. How are you? I think I got that right. Hello, Angel. How are you? Thanks for checking in. I want to see how you all are doing. I know I have been just putting out reels and putting out reels and putting out videos uh, on TikTok and on Facebook and putting out reels on Instagram. But I want to check in to see how you all are doing and see how motherhood and fatherhood and parenthood, because those are three different things, see how everything is going. And if you're a nanny, how is your, uh, should I say, mid-year going? Talk to me. How are you? This is the question. Yes, that's the question. How are you? I am doing great. I was off work today. If you missed my video about my comfort food, my husband and I were off during the week at the same time, and which is very rare. It happens maybe once every 3 or 4 months. So we do, I won't say junk food, but comfort food. But after I get done with you all, we're gonna go for a walk because comfort food comes with a price. And so we're gonna get out of here and go walking and walk all this off. But I want to know how you are doing. Hi King Cam. Hi Chrissy, how are you? Um Hold on. I think I'm stuck over here uh on Instagram. I think I'm stuck. Okay, TikTok is telling me something. I got to be this big hand going across the screen. It's always changing. Let's see. Okay, it's just giving me tips on uh, what to do and how to do it. Hi, Tyler. Great. We have come to, to the conclusion now that I'm done nursing. She's grabbing her belly button. To comfort. Other than that, she's flourishing. That's awesome, Angel. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I know breastfeeding is hard work. Trust me, I know. 3 times over, I know. It is hard work. It is not easy. And back when I was nursing my kids, I didn't have a lactation educator or anyone. My grandmother was there and she helped me. But other than that, I didn't have anyone that says, try this position, do this position, use the warm water, massage, do this, do that. All the things that will comfort me while breastfeeding. So I am so happy that you are done breastfeeding. I'm sure your baby got a great start. That's what we all want, our babies to get a great start. And even if you can't breastfeed, fed is best. Watching your child grow, nourishing your child, uh, just loving on your child and raising them the best way that you know how is important, so that they'll get a good start and that they will continue to flourish and continue to go. My sister-in-law is a lactation nurse. She helped me so. Oh, you had the best. Wow. Okay. She's a lactation nurse. Yes. You had a lot. Uh, you had more than most women have. Most women struggle through it, and end up quitting because to some it's hard. And if you have a preemie or if you have any complications, it's even harder because of all those complications. And if your baby doesn't latch well, and and pumping and getting up in the middle of the night, and the pain that comes with it. Yes, all of that. I applaud you, and I applaud your sister-in-law for helping you. Any tips on 5-month-old starting crib naps? Have a routine. Have a routine. A routine helps to trigger the brain that it's time to go to sleep. Have a routine, dark room or semi dark room, whichever one you prefer. I prefer a darker room than to pitch black. Um, but a darker room, no using the phone while you're in there with your baby, unless it's absolutely necessary. Get a red light. Sound machines help. I like the sound, the white noise. If it's a baby boy, I like the brown noise because brown noise is a lower frequency than the white noise. And the white noise kind of irritates little boys. It's what I've noticed over my years of doing this. Hello, little Angel. Hello, Jen. How are you? How are you? Um, so be consistent. Whatever you do, be consistent. Have a scheduled nap time. If you have a scheduled nap time or a routine of when you put the baby down around the same time every day, their body will start to recognize that, and they will start to get tired around the same time every day. And you'll know when they start rubbing their eyes, pulling at their ear, little telltale signs that they're sleepy. They will start around that time or a few minutes before that time. Whatever you do, don't let your baby get overtired. Overtiredness is so hard to overcome for a baby because they just revved up and cranky and just keep going and keep going and keep going, and it's hard until they just literally pass out. And then sometimes when you try to put them down, they realize you're putting them down and they back up like, how dare you put me down? I was crying. Yeah, that's what I was doing. And they go back to crying because they're overtired. So be consistent. Coconut oil life. Is it ever too late to create a routine, my baby? No, it's never too late to create a routine. It's never too late to create a routine. If your child starts preschool or goes to kindergarten, they're going to have a routine of what they do. It actually helps your child later on in life when they do start school or preschool to have a routine. It actually helps you when they have a routine because then you can say, yes, we can have this meeting during nap time because I know my baby's going to sleep for these 2 hours. So, yes, yes, Jen is right. It may take longer, but you have to practice. Use my 3 words: practice, consistency, and patience. You have to practice, you have to be consistent, and you have to be patient. So, yes, keep going. Uh, would 11 be too early for a nap? That's roughly when he wants to take his long nap in the day. No, it's not too early. You just plan around his needs. By the time he gets to about 7 months old, that's going to change. Be prepared, even if you have a routine. Let me say this: even if you have a routine, and that's why I say the routine is different from a schedule. Even if you have a routine that you're going to eat first and then you're going to take a nap and then you're going to go outside and then you're going to, that's a routine. But if you have a schedule of we eat at 11, we eat at 10:30, you're down for nap from 11 to 2, and then we're up and then we'll go to the park at 3, and then that's a schedule. And I make sure that 6:30 in the evening, I start doing your bath time and doing your bedtime routine. So by 7:30, you're in the bed and falling asleep by 8 o'clock. That's a schedule. Whether you want to do the schedule or you want to do the routine, it is going to change as your child's developmental needs change. Your child goes through a crawling phase, a pulling up phase. They start with the army crawl. I mean, they may do what I like to call the frog crawl, where they scoot one leg and pull, drag the other one, and scoot one leg and drag the other one. They will go through a pulling up phase. Their crib is one place that they do a lot of pulling up because the little uh, the rails on their crib is just the right size for their hands to get around. Do not get scared when while your baby is learning. They'll get up and they can't get down. And if they let go, they may fall back and they will hit their heads. I hate to say it, but it's a normal thing that happens. Just be aware of it. Uh, if it happens, there are times when they fall, they hit their bottom, and then they kind of flop over and they may cry. And it's okay. But then there are times when they may fall and bump their head, and you can tell from their cries, yeah, he's okay. Or no, I need to go in there with an ice pack and put some ice on that, that little boo boo that he has. So learn their cries. Know that they're going through transitions. They're constantly, always, always, always going through transitions. And with each one of those transitions, as they get older, they're going to swap out the 3 naps for the 2 naps. They're going to swap out the 2 naps for the 1 nap as they get older. Read your baby's body language, read your baby's uh, physical and developmental needs. Read that. Read that, observe, and that's the best way you can do it is by observing what they're doing, when they're doing it, what this means or what that means, tugging at the ear. You know your baby's body language, you know your baby's signs. That will tell you when you need to change the schedule. That will tell you when you need to change the routine up a bit. That just like when you figure out, he's still hungry, he needs more milk. Let me up the ounces so that I can make sure that he gets full. In everything your child goes through, there's a process. Watch out for the processes. Just look for the processes. Hold on, I have a question over here. Um, Tissel toddlers who's scared to fall with practicing walking. Um, I would suggest if we practice in our playroom. She practiced like we stayed in the playroom a lot because we bought the skip hop. There are play mats that you can put on the floor that will cushion, whether it's a wooden floor or a tile floor. There are play mats that you can put on the floor that will cushion them, and but he's gonna have to learn how to fall. Your child's going to, that's a part of walking. That's a part of learning and how to fall. Because the only way they're going to get down, because they don't know how to, stand up, sit down readily, they have to crawl, pull up on something, then get up on their knees, and then pull themselves up to their feet. The same process goes when they're getting down. Unless they're going to put their feet down, get back down on their knees, and go, they're going to fall. But they need to learn how to fall. And if you don't let them fall safely, I am there kind of like a helicopter mom or a helicopter nanny, and I will let them drop down and kind of just hold my hands out. So if they are going to hit their head, I can put my hand on whatever corner or whatever furniture their head is heading towards so that I can block their head from hitting it. But I also want them to fall because they will learn how to drop down and hold their body stiff where they can drop down in a sitting position and be safe. Or even if they drop down in a sitting position and lean over, they'll learn how to reach out their hands and catch themselves. If you don't let that natural fall happen, the time that you're not there to, you see them falling, you catch them. You see them falling, you catch them. And you see them falling, you catch them. There's gonna be a time when they're not gonna have you there as a safety net to catch them, and they need to learn how to fall on their own and be safe. There's Trust me, there's a method to the madness, but the madness has to go on for learning to go on, for learning to occur. That's what I meant. So, yeah, uh, hate to say that, but just the truth. That's just how it is. Um, let's see. Would 11 be too early? Okay, hold on. My thing flipped up. Yes, he does that exactly. Thank you so much. Love your content. My husband and I both watch your TikToks. You're welcome. You're welcome, Flora. Is it Flora? Hold on, let me flip over this way so I can see read your name. Okay. Is it okay to let them eat 30 minutes before bedtime at 6? My tot ate her crib. Your tot ate her crib? Wait. All right, mermaid hair. Mermaid hair don't care. Um, when you say your tot ate her crib, you mean she's chewing on the crib? Is she teething? That's the reason she eating the crib. Um, as far as letting them eat 30 minutes before bedtime, um, a lot of parents uh, top off their babies before they go to bed. And when I say top off, they give them a bottle before they go to bed. And even as a newborn care specialist, when I come in, I ask, when was the last time they ate? And if it's been like 2 or 3 hours since the last time they ate, I will give them a top off bottle so they will sleep longer through the night. Some people don't believe that, their tummies being full will help them sleep through the night. I'm one of those old school grandmas. I believe that. So I will top them off. I will give them a bottle and burp them, clean their mouths out, and then sit them up for a good 15 minutes after they eat, just to make sure that the food settles, just to make sure that they're not going to spit up and have reflux and all that. Um, so I hold them upright for 15 to 20 minutes after they eat. Sometimes it depends on the child. If they have a bad problem spitting up, sometimes it's 30 minutes. I'm holding them upright, or I'm sitting them in that mamaroo or the bouncy seat so that they are tilted upright. So gravity is helping to keep that food down for at least 15 to 30 minutes. If they are a real bad spitter or have reflux, it's more like 30 minutes than uh, 15. So as far as the bottle is concerned, uh, yeah, I would feed them. It's I do it, so yes, it's okay. In my book, it's okay. Somebody else may disagree, but it's okay in my book. I baby wear a lot, and now he never wants to be put down, which I don't mind, but it makes it hard. Yes, it does make it hard for other people to watch and care for him. Yes, um, it does make it hard, especially because I don't baby wear because I know that I have a sensitive back. Picking them up in front of me and holding them in certain directions, I can handle. But baby wearing, after a while, I start going like this and hunching over, and it starts killing my back. And I know it's not for me. So I don't baby wear. But it does, you're right, it does make it harder for other people to watch him. So if you're going to have someone watching him on a regular basis, I would suggest that you try putting them down for periods of time, even if you start 3 or 4 minutes at a time and then picking them back up. Make a practice of putting them down 3 or 4 times. Um, That's not to say that you can't wear him throughout the day, but just give an even balance of up and down so that someone else who's going to be caring for them, they won't have to necessarily hold your baby all the time. And it'll make it easier for you to leave your child with someone else, and they won't be screaming to be picked up all the time, because not everybody can pick, depends on who you choose to care for your child. Not everybody can care for them and hold them like you do and baby wear all the time. So thank you, uh the Aunt Dee Dee. Thank you for the rose. Thank you so much. Hi, is it Tabuli? Tabo. Okay. I'm gonna stop because I'm botching your name up. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Let's see what I have over here. Yes, the frog crawl. Is it normal for a 6 month old to sleep every hour? I've never seen a 6 month old sleep like that. What do you mean sleep every hour? Are they falling asleep throughout the day every hour? Is that what you're saying, Jen? How are you? Wanted to know the best milk to transition to for a 13-month-old. Okay. Uh Ellie Sue, I am not a pediatrician, and I don't know your baby. I don't know their gastrointestinal issues. So I would check with your pediatrician. Some babies that I work with transition to cow's milk. Some babies that I work with transition to soy milk. Some babies that I work with transition to a toddler formula. Um, some babies that I work with have transitioned to rice milk. So, and some have gone to almond milk. So it just depends on the your child. Check with your pediatrician because your pediatrician knows your child's medical condition better than I do, because I don't know your child at all. So if I was to say, oh, give him cow's milk, and something happened to your child, then that's on me. So I can't tell you what the best milk is for your child for a 13-month-old. I can show you how to transition. I have a video out that shows that how I transition the babies from breast milk or formula to whatever milk they're transitioning to. I do have that video out, but I can't tell you what's the best milk for your baby. Daughter's transitioning from infant toddler room. What should I expect? Should I be afraid? Um, if she's transitioned from infant toddler room and she's going to, I'm assuming the 2 to 3 year old room. Because if she's infant toddler, she's probably going to a 2 to 2.5 year old room. Am I correct, Nicole, Elena? If that's the case, there are a lot of behaviors that will come home, because when they get older, they imitate more as they get older. So there may be some behaviors that come home that you're not expecting. Uh, Stand your ground. Understand that they are transitioning. Uh, Understand that the first couple of days may be rough, because if she's the only one transitioning, and say she has a friend that's younger than her and her friend is not ready to transition, but she transitions, she may be missing her friend and cry, want to go back to her old room and go back to her old teachers and go back to what's familiar with her, familiar to her, should I say. That is normal until she gets used to the new teachers, they get used to her, she gets used to the new environment. It can be kind of rocky as far as emotions. Recognize her emotions. Talk about, uh, you know, if she's sad about going into the big kids room, transition to the other room. You might want to, I'm sure, well, I shouldn't say I'm sure, most daycares and preschools, they will take them out of their regular classroom for about an hour a day and put them into the new classroom so they can adjust. And they'll do that for about a week or so before she's currently going on 18 months old. Okay. Oh, she's going to the 1.5 to 2.5 year old room. Yes. So once, like I said, most of them transition them, take them out of their old room and put them in the new room for about an hour a day, let them play and get used to the new toys, and then they put them back in their classroom. Uh, that may be an option. If they're not doing it, ask about it. That may be an option for you and your child. Uh, you go check out the room. If you haven't seen the room and what goes on in the room, you haven't gotten to know the teachers that's in that room, take this opportunity before she transitions to go and find out about these teachers, to go and find out what's going on in that room, find out the curriculum that they have going in the room, what the rules are in the room, what you can and cannot, because once they go into the toddler room, a older toddler room, some of the rules that they had in the baby room are not the same as they have in the toddler room. Are they potty training? Do you need to bring pull-ups? How many extra clothes are you expected to uh, help potty train at home? Are they going to potty train at school for you? There's a lot of extra rules that go on when they transition to a room. So find out what the rules and the regulations are. Talk to the teachers about the temperament that's going on in the class, the environment, the temperament of the other kids. If your child is easily influenced, uh, find out. Just go and observe. You're a parent. Ask if you can go and observe. I don't know if they still have the COVID laws in place where you drop the kids off at the front door and they take them to the classroom or not. But I would ask, just so you can have peace of mind. Those are some of the things that I would do. Uh, Same. I also believe that I dated a family who only did the baby wearing when she slept. It was really hard on myself and my back, and she never wanted me to put her down. Yes, yes. It's hard to put those babies down once they're being held a lot, because they want that comfort. They feel that security and being. How dare you put me down? I'm out here by myself. No, 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 no. I need that comfort. Put me back on your chest. Put me back next to you. That's what I need. But sometimes them not being down on the floor is a disadvantage to them. It depends on their age, because the tummy time, they do need tummy time. They do need time to exercise. It makes them sleep better. They do need time to figure things out. How the hand-eye coordination. You see them at certain months. They get that foot and they put their foot in their mouth, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, why are you eating your toes?" But that is a part of natural progression of development. So you need to put your child down on the floor because of the benefits of being on the floor. That's how they're going to learn how to crawl. That's how they're going to learn how to sit up. That's how they're going to learn how they can't sit up strapped to you. They can't learn how to sit up strapped to you. So they need to go on the floor. There's an advantage of holding the baby, and there's disadvantages of holding the baby. So you just have to find a balance between the two and make sure that you're getting both of those in there, because you don't want the flat spot either. Uh yes, like they have a nap every single hour of the day. Example, wake up at 6, at 7, next nap 8, and then no, I've never heard of that. They need to be on a how old is the baby, you said? 6 months. No, that baby needs at 6 months. The baby should be taking at least about 3 naps a day. Um, I would suggest you talk to the parents about the naps. Um, it's not normal for a 6 month old to sleep that much. Talk to them. Is it something that he's always done? Is it something medical? The reason he's sleeping so much? I would have a serious conversation with the parents about that because that's concerning. If that baby is sleeping every hour. Okay, yeah. Talk to the parents about that. Or maybe you're not with them anymore. But yeah, I would still talk to the parents. I would have had a talk with the parents about the napping and ask them about putting the child on a schedule so that the baby would nap more on a regular schedule and then sleep through the night. You're welcome, Nicole Elena. She's currently. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, okay. Hi, Kimmy Foster. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Hi, Seema. Let's see. I think. Let me check the question boxes. Make sure I haven't missed anybody's questions. Okay. I'm just looking. Okay. 6 months, 100% of things. All right. Does anybody else have any more questions? Please look. The Aunt Dee Dee. Okay. Did you add something? Uh, I'm trying to find. Did you add a comment, Aunt Dee Dee? And I see you said to look up. I see the gifts. Thank you so much. I see the rose. But did you ask a question? Because if you did, I'm not seeing it. If you could please repost it. I'm not seeing it. If you posted something, sometimes TikTok does that to me. I don't know why. Uh, I have no clue why they do that. Why it skips like that. But yeah, I just wanted to, for those of you who just came in, I wanted to check and see how you all were doing. Trying to switch her from sleeping with us. Oh, you're trying to switch her from sleeping with you. I would start with nap times. Is she sleeping in her crib during nap times? And I would, start the bedtime routine, get a routine in order. If she's sleeping with you at night, change the routine uh, because she's used to that routine, meaning I'm going to go sleep with mom and dad. If you change the routine a little bit, where you're doing, instead of doing everything in your bedroom, changing her, bathing her, massaging her after a bath and putting lotion on her, reading a book and singing to her, all in your room, start doing those things in her room, in her start start doing those things in her room. Start doing when once you get the bath done, take her to her room where her crib is and her clothes are. Do things in her room. Change the routine. Sing the songs. Turn the lights down. Uh, uh, do the music. Say the prayers. Whatever you're doing. Thank you, JC Forever. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the gifts. Whatever you're doing, instead of doing it in your room, do it in her room. At nap time, start doing things in her room. Start her sleeping in your room. When you change the routine, start putting her down in her crib in her room. She may scream, she may cry, and that's okay. Tend to her needs. I'm not saying let her scream and cry all night. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying start her on a routine of when we get done with this in your room, and we get done with that, and we're going to do this, 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 and this order. And once we get done with this, then we're going to say night night. I'm going to put you down in your crib and turn out the lights and let you go to sleep in your crib. And, like I said, if she starts screaming and yelling, go back in, console her, stay in the room with her. And even if she falls asleep in your arms, put, uh, put her in her crib. Consistently put her in her crib. Now, the first few nights, you may have to, in the middle of the night, go get her and, bring her in the bed with you. But start out in the crib and let it go longer and longer each night so that you are transitioning. I won't suggest you go cold turkey because that's a hard thing to do for a baby. Um, and it may traumatize your child. And when I say traumatize to some babies, and we don't know what traumatizes children, what doesn't, until the reaction behind it happens. Um, you putting her in the crib and leaving her there and just walking away and just leaving her there all night long, she may feel abandoned. Children react differently to things. Uh, One little girl that I work with, y'all know those little spiral door stoppers that when you hit them, they kind of go. Well, one of the little boys that I was working with, um, mom was walking with him, and she hit that thing with her foot, and it started going, and it scared the baby. And now, to this day, he's 4 years old, and he's still scared of that thing. If he finds one that's like it, he's still scared of it. If he goes somewhere to somebody else's house that has one, he will walk all the way around on the other side of the room, on the other side of the hallway, to be away from it, and then he goes on his merry way. But he does not like walking past it, close to it, because of that one time. And ever since then, he has been, because of that one bad experience, he's afraid of it and he keeps going the opposite direction. So that's why I said don't go cold turkey, because it may traumatize her and she may have a bad experience. You want her to have a good experience of sleeping in her bed. That we want to do. But changing the routine and starting out in the crib, at least starting out in the crib, and then lengthen it and lengthen the time, and then lengthen the time, and then lengthen the time. It's just like sleep training. They start out, okay, yes, they made it to 3 hours. And then the next night, okay, we're going to make it to 3:05. And as it increases, and they get to in the habit of this is where I'm sleeping, and I'm going to sleep right on through. And by the time they get to that, for me, by the time they get to that 6 to 8 weeks, they're sleeping 6 to 7 hours by themselves, which is awesome. Which lets me know by 12 weeks, you're going to be sleeping 12 hours by 12 weeks. So, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. JC Forever. I see you changed your name. 18 months and climbing on couches. That is developmentally appropriate, Melissa. They like to climb on couches. They are testing boundaries. They are being independent. They are testing new words. So watch what you say. Watch what you say, because they are testing new words and they will say exactly what you're saying. A little girl that I take care of now, uh, I received a video one day. It was the weekend. And the little girl, she's like, fuck, 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 fuck. And then she was in a high chair. I was like, what the heck is she saying? What are you teaching her? She was trying to say fork, but it was coming out as fuck, fuck, fuck. I was like, is she saying what I think she's saying? But Dad called and said, oh, you want the fork? She said, uh-huh, that. And so he passed her the fork and she's like, fuck, 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 fuck. And I was like, okay. Now I don't feel so bad that you're teaching her, to curse. But yeah, they will say what you say. They are learning new words, and it may sound different than what the actual word is that they're saying. So, uh, like the fork sounds more like another word. So just be careful about what you're saying. Be careful about your gestures and what you're doing because they will imitate you. Their personalities are starting to spring to life at 18 months old, and they are just coming into their own. Oh, excuse me. They're being their own little person. And you'll find new words, you'll find new gestures, you'll find new attitudes, things that didn't used to make them mad now because they're changing. And like I said before, as they change, be prepared for the change. They go through all these developmental changes, and 18-month-old is a huge. So many babies that I've taken care of is around between 17 to 19 months old. It's like, pew, I'm independent now. Let me go do everything. And they think they can do everything, and the word no comes into play. They will tell you no, no, no. Even if they mean yes, they will say no because they want their independence. They want to be able to control everything. That's when I started giving them choices, more choices than I did before. That's when I gave them choices. Okay, so here's your set of clothes. Which clothes would you like to wear? Here's your socks. Which set of socks? Now, I only give them a choice between two things because more than that is a lot. But okay, so which shoes would you like to wear? And I'll let them have a choice in doing things. What would you like to eat? Do you want peanut butter and jelly, or do you want macaroni and cheese, or do you want chicken, or do you want, pot roast? Give them a choice. If a choice is to be had, give them a choice as to what they want to do. It helps them now, and it helps them later to make good choices if you start now giving them choices. Okay? Coffee table, I put him down, say no, redirect, but he still does it 100 times. Yes. And the more you say it, the more I have to find my still small voice. And some people don't agree with it when they start going up and down, especially when they look at you and they continue to climb like, yes, I'm going to challenge you, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to get on this coffee table, and I'm going to stand up on it, and I'm going to declare I'm king of the table. And until you come after me, I'm not getting down. And even when you come after me, I'm going to be defiant because this is my body and I'm in control and you can't tell me nothing. And yeah, until that day they fall off that table. And then they still go back to the table. They may avoid it for a few minutes, but then they'll go right back to where they fail and hurt themselves and continue. It's about accomplishment. It's about, I did this, I can do it. And pushing buttons. They're learning what boundaries to test, what boundaries they can get away with, what they can get away with, what they can't get away with. I have started counting now. Little girl I care for, she likes to run up and down the couch, run up and down the couch, and we tell her to sit down because it's like a leather, and when any couch has give, and they may be good on their feet at 18 months old, but they're not the best at balancing on their feet at 18 months old. And Um, so they wobble. And then when they see you coming, they get trying to get a little faster, and that's when the accident happens. So before I get to them, I start counting and I say one, and I give them the mama look. One, two. If I get to three, I'm coming to get you. So after I get to two, they'll sit down or they'll realize, okay, she mean business. Let me get down. Or some of them are very defiant and they'll wait until you get to three until you come get them, and then they start screaming because you came and got them. So you have to find a balance. You have to, keep redirecting. It takes patience, practice, and consistency. And sometimes they will wear your patience thin. And you're like, Lord Jesus, help me today. When it's bedtime, ooh, one more hour. Okay. I can make it. I can do this. I can do this. This 2-year old, this 18-month-old is not going to be the death of me today. Yes. And you feel like that sometimes. I know you do because I used to feel like that with my child. And I'm like, breathe, 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 breathe. And that's going to take that sometimes. So, can you scroll up for my question, please? Okay. JC for, okay. Is it LSJ? Thank you for sharing my video. Thank you. I'm on the counter, on couches. Okay, she is 2 years. You rock. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Any tips to remain calm for us? She's, oh, any tips to remain calm? Breathe. I asked you a while ago. I changed my username. My daughter's getting dental surgery Monday. Okay, I didn't. I'm sorry. I did not see your question, JC Forever. Um, your daughter's getting dental surgery on Monday. Any tips to remain calm for us? Ask all the questions you need to ask to the dentist of what's going on, what the procedure is going to be like. Every step of the way, you need to know what happens this, what happens there, what happens, what are the complications, what are the risk factors, what to expect afterwards, uh, what when do I need to bring her in if something, if something looks strange to me. Is there a number I can call and talk to? Can I take a picture or whatever and send it to somebody so they can talk me down off the ledge and tell me this is okay, this is what it's supposed to look like, so I won't be up here 50 million times bugging you all. Ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. No question is too small and no question is too stupid. That's your child, and you need to know what's going on with your child because uh trust me, my two of my sons have had surgery at early ages. My 1-year old, when my son was one, he had tubes put in his ears, and I never heard of, my cousin had ear problems and it runs in the family, but I never heard of tubes being put in babies' ears. So I'm like, okay, what you doing? And I asked question after question after question after question. And yes, the doctor may get mad at you, but he shouldn't because you're spending your money. He you're spending your first of all, you're spending your money on this surgery. Second of all, that's your baby. It may not be his baby, but when he's under the when he's in your care under the knife, yeah, uh-huh. That better be you better treat that baby as if it's your own baby. And with the care that you would treat your own baby. Okay? You better act like you know up in here. Because I'm the mama. I'm that mama. I'm that grandmama that will come in there and I will ask questions. I will be a rattling wheel because my mama always taught me a rattling wheel gets attention. I'm that rattling wheel. So if you don't want to hear from me, then you better let me know everything is okay. Everything this is this with this is with that, that's with this with that. This is what's going to happen next, and this is what's going to happen next. And after we do this, we're going to bring them out. We're going to come and get you. We're going to let you come see your baby. Then we're going to take them here. And we're going to do this. And we're going to do that. And then you get to go in the room with them. And you're yes, I need to know every step of the way what's going to happen. And don't tell me we'll be back in a few minutes. Give me some estimated times. Not a few minutes, because your few minutes and my few minutes may be two different few minutes. So give me a time. Give me a time frame. So I won't sit here going crazy. Um, I know I like uh, reading books. And when I say reading, I do audio books. I need something to do with my hands or something to listen to in my ears. If you like doing puzzles, crossword puzzles, word search puzzles, those things help to keep your brain occupied. Uh, Instead of worrying, it keeps your brain occupied and it keeps you settled and calm. Breathing exercises. Uh, do some exercises before you go to do some yoga before you go to the surgery, so it'll calm you down if you do yoga. uh, but whatever you do to calm you down, do that. Okay, do that. I won't stop asking questions until I feel safe. Yes, exactly, Jen. I'm that one. I won't stop asking until I know. It's okay to put them in a safe space and walk away for a breather for a minute or two. Yes, that too, Jen. I have put many a child in a playpen and many a child in the crib or in the little play yard thing, so I could just okay, let me just get a cup of coffee. Just give me 3 minutes. Go stir this coffee up. I don't care how cold it is, because I start that. My job was the reason I started drinking iced coffee, because my coffee would always get cold. I'm like, you gonna have to learn how to drink this cold, because most of the time you're not gonna get to drink it hot. So I learned how to drink cold coffee, and now I drink iced coffee because it tastes a whole lot better than the warm coffee in the summertime. That is. So okay, she's to you, Rob. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Each one's kind on the couch. He's going to answer my question. My daughter is 3, getting dental surgery Monday. Just to keep her. Oh, to keep her calm. Oh, okay. Any tips to keep her calm? Uh, yes. Follow your routine as close as possible. If she sees you nervous, she's going to get nervous. Children pick up on your emotions. So if you are wired, and she's going to be the same way. So you keep calm. And even if you don't have it together, act like you got it together. For her sake, act like you got it together. When she's calm, you're calm. Take her favorite teddy bear, blanket, whatever, doll, whatever it is, with you to the doctor's office with you, so that she will have it with her. Um, I don't know about now, but they used to let them take it uh, uh, into the surgical, uh, as far as the outer walls of um, the surgical room. And once they give it the little medicine, to the pre-medicine for the anesthesia, to kind of make them drowsy. Once they get drowsy, that's when they take, you take the little lovey away. And then when they come out of surgery, they're still asleep, and you put the lovey back like it never went away. So whatever her favorite doll, blanket, toy, whatever it is, uh, let her take it with her. Something small, not something huge, but something small that helps. And do breathing exercises with her. If you don't breathe with her, just because oxygen resets the brain. Where should we say we are going? Uh, don't want to traumatize her. I, d- I believe in telling the kids the truth because if you start now lying to her and telling her, "Oh, we're going for a ride to, see the ponies. We're going for a ride to do this," and you end up at the dentist's office, they remember that. I promise you. We're going to go get your teeth checked, or we're going to go um, make it a happy experience. Uh, let the doctor check you first. And if you have to sit in the chair and then have her sit on your lap and let the doctor check you first, and then that often works. Uh, if the doctor checks you and then checks them or checks the little teddy bear or the doll, and then checks them, um, that often works because you know oh, he didn't hurt her, oh, so he's not going to hurt me. So just be truthful, as I should say, be as truthful as possible without making her nervous. So certain things you don't have to tell her, but don't lie to her telling you going for a pony ride or going to the zoo or going wherever and knowing that you are going to the dentist's office. Because if she needs surgery, I'm sure that she's probably already been there before. But just be truthful as possible with her, on her level, on a 3-year-old level, not on a, well, you're going to have surgery and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. No, not all of that. Just be truthful with her. Thank you. You have truly renewed and encouraged. You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome, Melissa. Where should I say we go? Don't want to traumatize her. I have asked, and you have asked all the questions. Good. If you've asked all the questions and you feel comfortable, formulate something in your mind that's on a 3-year-old level that you can tell her without lying to her. Because kids remember that stuff. They remember, especially at 3 years old. I remember things I don't remember much, but I remember a few things from when I was 3. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I got about 4 minutes, y'all. And then I gotta go because we gotta go walk off this comfort food we ate today. Bring a friend with you when you go. Yes, bring a friend. Jen says bring a friend with you when you go. Hi, Lexi. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Okay. Hi, my super sitter. How are you? Thank you for joining me. All right. Do I have any more questions? I have 4 minutes. I feel like I'm doing the countdown when I like to do with the kids at the park. Okay, 4 more minutes, and we're gonna go. So I'm just letting y'all know, 3 more minutes, and I gotta go. Working with triplets for 6 months, so you'll see me half alive after that. Good, good, good. I'm glad you're working with triplets. Are you coming to Dallas or are you staying in New York? Okay, Giggler Gal, thank you for joining me. I see. Still Tabitha. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? All righty. You'll be in Dallas. Okay, well, maybe I can come down to Dallas and see you when you're half alive and check on you. Make sure you bring a care package. Make sure you're okay. Should be there for good if I can find housing. It's been nuts. Yes, housing here is nuts. It is crazy, 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 crazy. That would so bless you. Oh, I know. I know. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm doing it. Okay. All right, guys. If I don't have any more questions, I am going to get out of here so my husband and I can go walk off our comfort food that we ate, our hot pockets that I made earlier today, in our Dr. Pepper floats. Oh, that Dr. Pepper float was so good. Oh my gosh. With the bluebell ice cream. Y'all just don't know. That was dessert. It was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. And those honey barbecue Frito Lay, twisted, my favorites. Now I got to go walk it off. So I will see. I hate I always catch the end. Hope to catch you next time. All right, I'll be back here Thursday. Next Thursday. If not before then. You too, Seymour. Have a great night. Um, good night. Love you. Good night, Tabitha. Still Tabitha. I'll see you all next time. I'm glad that everyone is doing well. And I will be praying for you and your daughter at her dentist visit. And I'm praying that everything will go well with her visit, and that you all will stay calm, and that she will stay calm, and I'm praying for a healthy outcome. Okay? Love y'all, and ain't nothing y'all can do about it. I'll talk to y'all next time. I gotta go walking before the mosquitoes come out. I don't like mosquitoes. All right, talk to y'all later. Let's see.